Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a new deck that revolves around Aromages. We got a new card of support in the card trader. It's Aromasherapy Angelica. I obviously wanted 3 copies. I only got 2 copies, but a new box is about to come out, so I can't wait on the card trader any longer. I gotta just make a deck of 2 real quick. This one's revolving around Bergamot. It's a little more straightforward. I have some in mind once I get 3 copies with what grows in the graveyard and things like that. That'll revolve around the synchros a little more. But for now, Bergamot's the man. So, it's pretty straightforward. Let's see why this new card is actually good. During either player's turn, you can discard this card, target one aroma monster in your graveyard, gain life points equal to the attack, while your life points are higher than your opponent's, and you control an aroma monster, and this card is in your graveyard. You can special summon it, banish it in the end phase. Seems like a lot, but that's actually really easy to meet, so it's a cool way to make your level 5. There's going to be combos with what grows in the graveyard later, but it can also be tributed for a Bergamot, stuff like that. We're also using Rose Lover as our 2, and 1 Spore to take the place of our Angelica. We're also using 3 Dark World Dealings to get a Spore or an Angelica in the graveyard, get a Rose Lover in the graveyard, or an Aroma Monster to make our Angelica live to support whatever other monster we have out there. As for bosses, we have some pretty generic synchro monsters. We have Black Rose, Bryonic Dragon, 2 Rosemarys, an Aromages, and a Samurai Destroyer. You could also make a Vermilion pretty easily, but I don't make the room for it. We're using Dino DNA, guys. So just a quick and easy way to get your life points ahead of your opponents immediately in the duel. It has the potential of being better than life point boost. Some duels are going to end faster, some are going to go longer, so it works out either or. But like I said, this deck pretty much revolves around Bergamot. We're using Angelica mainly as a hand trap instead of a tuner. Makes the deck pretty cool and unique. Other than that, guys, there's other Aromages decks I want to make once I get 3 Angelicas, but for now I only have 2. For now we're focused on Bergamot. I hope you guys still enjoy the replays, and thanks for watching. Okay, here's the Shizu going first. We have an Angelica, we have Bergamot, and a Rose Lover, and a Jasmine, so pretty easy first turn plays. We're going to start with just sitting a Bergamot out there, but our Angelica is live, so we can use it as a hand trap virtually, guys. Here, our opponent's Ritual Beasts, so get ready to watch a lot of stuff happen. Overall, he's just, getting the setup, setting up his banished monsters the way he wants. But this is the way to go, guys. We use Angelica as a heal hand trap. So you set up your Angelica properly with either Dark World Dealings or play similar like you see here. And now it's a hand trap. He's going to try to swing into us. We're going to use our Angelica to bump his attack. He's not going to see it coming. It's going to be great stuff, guys. We just have to wait for all these shenanigans. He's getting all his monsters out, getting everything nice and cool, bumping up attacks, doing all that stuff, guys. Banishes his Dolphin. His Dolphin's ready to go. Seal Tombs. Finally swings in. We get to... Now, I didn't do it on attack declaration. I did it in the battle phase. Use the Angelica. Only gain 100 life points, but that's all we need. We bump up to 3,400. He uses as a Paleo. That's a regular monster. So we're going to be able to hit him with some good damage. Normal summon a Rose Lover. I don't think it would have been quite lethal, but he didn't want to stay and find out, so he scoops. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are fighting Paradox Brothers. Go in second. Starting off with a pretty good hand, we have Angelica, our field spell, and a Jasmine. Top deck a Rosemary, our opponent set 1 card. Turns out he has batteries. We normal summon our Jasmine after we Dark World Dealings into a Bergamot. We threw away a Rosemary to make our Angelica live. Here our opponent Cosmic Cyclones, our back row. But that's going to be his mistake because now we Angelica, which will trigger Bergamot, which is over the 3k to hit his lethal. Great stuff, guys. Okay, Loomis and Umbra go in second. Nice 20 cards. So here we're starting with the Spore. You could imagine this Spore as an Angelica and we'd have even more plays. We're going to start with the Jasmine. Thanks to Dino DNA, our life points are just enough higher. We're going to use our field for our Bergamot. We do piercing on a little monster. I'd show you if it would let me. It's one of those Dejin ritual monsters. Our opponent uses light and dark. Gets rid of a Mystic Piper for a Relinquish. It's kind of like a level 1 deck I've made, but he has like Lava Golem and crazy stuff like that. Uses Mystic Piper, uses his Relinquished, is able to use a monster from the graveyard. It's popping up. It's about to steal our big boy. Remember, he only gets his original attack, though. He does not get his big boy attack, so he just hits us for 2400. We're still way over our opponent. Set a Spore. He has no follow-up. Dino DNA still ticking away. We get a Dark World Dealings. We get a Angelica. Now Spore, we're gonna banish a Jasmine, use it just for the Bergamot. Now I had a few other plays. I could have gone into a Samurai Destroyer with Angelica. Samurai Destroyer would have negated all that boy's effects. But there are a few ways we could have had lethal there. Nice and easy one, just swing over. Keep it simple, guys. Great stuff. Okay, finding Jaden Ubel. Go in second. Pretty good hand. We have a Rose Lover and a Dark World Dealings. Our opponent is 6 Samurai. He's gonna start with just some, dual wield cheese, I'm sure. We're gonna use 1 Dark World Dealing, throw away a Rose Lover, use a 2nd Dark World Dealing, throw away another Rose Lover. Just stop with 1 Rosemary. We're not gonna give him 2 cards to dual wield, and clearly that was some dual wields. So he has to pass. No follow-up with those 2 cards in hand. We normal summon a Spore. That's gonna give us our Rosemary. Now we use our Aroma Garden. That's going to give us more attack. Now we use Rose Lover to bring out another Rosemary. That's even more attack, guys. Bring out that Spore just for some defense. Turns out it's a Wall of D, which will in fact affect the Synchro Rosemary, but will not affect the other Rosemary. So we're still hitting for lethal. Past the traps, guys. That was all thanks to Rose Lover. Great stuff. Okay, here's Taya Gardner. We're going second this time. Looks like she's using a lot of cards. 24 cards over there. 25. She is Aromages. So, Aromage versus Aromage. I have more life points though. She chose not to use her garden, which was her downfall. Now I have more life points. I used 2 Dark World Dealings, guys. Set up plenty of monsters. I act like I'm attacking. This is a hand trap, guys. A hand trap. I wait till the battle phase. He blows Concentrating Current early. We use Angelica. Angelica's going to trigger Rosemary. Rosemary's going to switch her to defense. We gain tons of life points at the same time, 1800. So we're still higher than our boy. He has to just set and quit. We're going to use Angelica to summon. That's going to bring out an Aromages. He's going to Windstorm the Aromages. No problem for us. We're going to bring out a Jasmine. Now, before I brought out this Spore, I could have done an even better play, guys. I could have, I couldn't special summon the Angelica, could I? I already did this turn. So never mind. I thought I would be able to special summon Angelica and synchro off the Aromages again, but I think I already did that this turn, and it's only once per turn. So this actually wasn't a misplay like I thought. But anyway, Spore banishes a Rosemary, becomes level 5. Couple that with our already level 2 Jasmine, and that's a Samurai Destroyer, guys. Our opponent summons a Jasmine, draws 1 card, but his life points are lower than ours, so you don't get any more effects from Jasmine. We normal summon a Rosemary, hit him with an Aromages, hit him with the Samurai Destroyer. He's going to Cosmic Cyclone just to show you had nothing, and finish for lethal. So, this isn't what I had in mind when I first set out to do this Aromage revisit. I was more interested in some What Grows in the Graveyard action or something like that. And eventually I still will make a deck like that after I get through a lot of the popular box stuff. But this one around Bergamot, I mean, Bergamot's super strong, guys. He always has been, so it's still pretty fun. It's more dynamic. There's other ways you could get cards into your graveyard beyond Dark World Dealings, like Ultimate Providence and stuff, but it's just a little slower. Dark World Dealings let you make some plays as soon as you want them. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.